Woo! Hey everybody, it's me. Ooh, I'm way too loud in there. Wow, it's been a month. Been having a lot of work, a lot of good things to catch up on. This is one of them, Marauding Blight-Priest. If you're new to this is our little Pauper show that we do every Saturday. And we were doing it every Saturday up until September. I needed a bunch of time off, a bunch of personal things and stuff. So thanks for hanging in there. Posted a few things in the meantime. But as you can tell, I kind of like Halloween a little bit. So hopefully you guys like the new intro, at least for October. And that sort of thing. So while we were away, this Marauding Blight-Priest came out, and I just love this thing. I wasn't going to play this deck today because I've got a new take on Brute Squad, but I might save that for next week. Or if these games go really long, maybe I'll play it or whatever. But anyway, before I get started, I wanted to thank Played Magic and LZ377, our newest members from the Buy Me a Coffee fan base. And without further ado, let's jump into this, because we are here to play Pauper, even though your host likes Halloween a little too much. But so we've got 4 Thriving Heaths and 3 or 5. Can I talk? I think I've had too much caffeine today. I'm a little excited to see all of you, if only digitally. So we've got 4. 4 is the number I'm looking for. Thriving Heaths, the Thriving Bluffs. Those are kind of hard to say. 1 Swamp of a very cool art persuasion. Hello, Swamp. Come on now. Wake up. There we go. Doesn't like this Swamp? I do. 2 Survivors Encampment. We got 3 Plains, 1 Basilica, a Mountain, 1 Garrison, and 4 Ash Barrens for a total of 21 lands. What are we trying to do? We're trying to gain a bunch of life. This is a kind of a Rally Gone build that shoves in Marauding Blight-Priest over the Infinite Token combo, which is 8 cards. We're getting 4 out of it. We're able to protect stuff with Bodyguard and such. Gaining life really starts adding up with this, so much so that we're running all 12 of our little heat bears as far as life goes. We've got 3 strands, only 1 rally. I originally posted this list on YouTube with none because it always seemed to win with this, and I was like, yeah, but it is kind of a nice catch-all. And hiding is another good card. 4 Battle Screech, sorry, I didn't see it over there till I started to show up. Obviously, one of my favorite cards of all time, Faithless Looting, followed by Unearth. This is just MVP. As you can see, it catches everything in the deck. Doesn't need to catch the cat because it comes back, gains life, which trips this, and does all these other fun things, and then Bodyguard's there to keep everybody nice and safe. And if that fails, you got Unearth, and then you draw some more cards, and then you do it again, and it's a lot of fun. What are the problems? Well, I haven't played this in a while, so it's hard to remember. Now, blue sometimes when it goes in the air, believe it or not, if you don't get all the life on board, and blue's coupled with black lately, and so they have snuff out, or not, well, they do have snuff out, but they have suffocating fumes and such. So we really needed a way to kind of stop, not blue, but ninja from the card advantage avalanche. So I went with 1 COP blue in the sideboard. We've got 2 acolytes, 3 Lumithread Fields, 2 standard bearers, 3 suffocating fumes of our own, and 4 Castigates in the board. I really like this, being able to just pull stuff out as we need to. You could go with the rest, but why not just exile it? And we don't really have any graveyard removal here, so that's our way of kind of grabbing their game plan. It's a little spicy list. So, oh my god, I made it to a live stream, says Pauper Paul 315. Nice to see everybody. We got Shirazman, Littlefied, Iso, Pauper Tim. Good to see you. It's been a while. And I think that's it for at least who's chatting in now. So, and before I get going, if you guys need something to watch, if you have Amazon Prime, first and obviously is The Boys, which is a really good take on superheroes. I've just been loving it and waiting every Friday to see a new one. I'm a big Homelander fan. I love how dark that series is. Very violent. And the other one's very violent too. I guess I got a problem. Maybe it's a good thing I'm playing a Marauder, right? The other good one is, not good, I think it's great. It's called Utopia. It's on Amazon Prime. And I liked it so much. I lost a lot of sleep, went through it. I've seen each one twice now. And absolutely adored this film. It has almost nothing wrong with it. As a filmmaker and all that, I always notice these tiny little things in the background, or continuity errors, or just little. It got everything right, and when I thought I got them on something, like the next scene, it would show me why I didn't. And highly, highly, highly recommend it. It's on Amazon Prime. It just came out, so it doesn't really have many ratings or anything yet. But there is an artist on Utopia called Joao Ruas. And I practiced that little fight. I think I got it right. Anyway, guy's amazing. I asked my co-host here to have the links ready. So if you can, just give that guy a plug. I'm going to just be doing a free promo for this guy because I like his art so much. And I don't know, send it to him. Who cares? Whatever. Just so more people know about this guy. He's kind of a recluse. He's really not online. Which makes me like him even more. Aha, there it is. Thank you, Little Fight. So anyway, guys, let's jump on in and do what we came here to do, which is play some damn Pauper. I've got Brute Squad loaded up. That should not be the case. I want to have Sunday School, and I called it Sunday School because, you know, I love alliteration and stuff. But I called it that because, for the most part, hey, boy, it really wants me to play Brute Squad. Look at that. Come on, change decks. I said Sunday School. I've reorganized everything here too. So, all right, here, let's do this and see how it goes. But I called it Sunday School because there are just so many priests in the deck that I figured, hey, it's got kind of a what do you call a Sunday School vibe, right? Hello, come on now. Boy, this thing is just going all over the place today, isn't it? Here we go, and bonk. All right, there we are. Hiya. We will keep this. It's been a while since I've rolled with this. Gonna go grab a red and go for here. MTM Tad in the house. All right. I didn't think of my name for Pauper Paul. Oh, that's so much better. Oh, I said, you know what? I got Pauper on the brain. I'm sorry. I'll just refer to you that way since you like it. But pronunciation, as I've just been corrected, which is nothing new to fans of this, is Pauly Paul 315. Sorry about that. All right. Hey, I just said sometimes ninjas get out of control with this list, and we're probably going to see it here. But that's all right. One looting gets countered, the other one might not. Hopefully our Blight-Priest and dudes show up, and we can do some good stuff. Okay. Ooh, the bluff shows up. We might not need to do anything here. Let's see. We got everything here if I just call black on this. Let's say black. So we've got our colors already. Math base, thank you to Methodical. We went back and forth over this list. If you follow me on Facebook and our Sunday School series on YouTube, or Tuesday, what did I call it? Tinkering Tuesday. A little video of it on there, and nothing too special. I took it to the first tournament I had any time for, and I got a 3-2. I think I lost a Delver twice, which really stung, and then I hung it up. That's why I put COP Blue in there. Like I said, after all the notes I was taking on it, because I played it pretty seriously for about 4 or 5 days, and I was like, yeah, COP Blue is really needed in a lot of lists that can support it. And it's not because you want to prevent everything blue. You just want to stop that ninja from getting that avalanche of advantage. So, all right, the most probable here. Let me trip this, and hopefully we can go find some good stuff here. We're gonna probably be able to cast that pretty regularly. So if I'll get rid of this and this for the obvious starters. We'll play here. I'm gonna go rock like this. Oops, cancel that. I'm just gonna do this now. Psycho. And I usually always need planes. We've already got another bluff. I'll grab the mountain actually and go like this. Look at my last name. MTM Tat? What do I call him? MTM Tat? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Mentat. Oh. All right. For someone that's slightly dyslexic, I do like to read a lot, but that kind of stuff happens to me all the time. Like I've often teased myself, it does wonders in Scrabble because many a times I don't have to change the dice. They just kind of move on their own sometimes. Seems to be a lot of artists I know seem to have that too, so I don't know if it's that persuasion or not, but boy, we're going to be in deep crap here. What is this? We've got a healer out. This is a rally for, oh, nice. Oh, he might be on the same game plan we are. Now, normally I would like to just drop this dude out, but he's got access to black, 3 cards in hand. I'm not quite sure I want to do that yet. So let me pull rank here. I'll throw this out, and I'll get rid of this for now, and I'll play the yeah, we've got our mana right here. We'll bring out the priest. Kind of want to play the life dudes before the Blight-Priest, the way the stack works. So alrighty. Oh, and there's another cool list I'm going to probably share with you guys. I ran into on one of the Pauper Classic Tuesdays, which I've really been just kind of, I wouldn't say phoning it in. I don't really mean it that way. It's just, you know, I've been working really hard, and my work literally ended yesterday. And so Tuesdays would come around and I'd get a little hydro blasted and enjoy and just kind of, you know, play for the love of the game, play for the fun of it, all that good stuff. All right, Prismatic on board. We've got our sister's package out, I think. You know, I'm going to save the Screech for next turn because I've got an opening here. I'm going to drop this dude. I'll go like this. Always yes, always yield. And then we will say black, white, red. Mardu, baby. Woo! And here comes our life back. Let's watch these triggers nice and closely. This is probably one of the worst choices to stream with because it's going to take a long time. But hey, who doesn't like a long Halloween show, right? And away we go. Can't be blocked. All right, here we are. Pauper Tim stealing my name. Oh yeah, Brute Squad. I've been, like I said, I've got a cool version of that. I'll probably share it next week, or if these games go too long and I just want to play one quick one, I'll show you guys. The nuts and bolts of it is not too much has changed, but I have swapped out all of the well, it's a Battle of the Priests. I have swapped out all the springleaf drums. There I go, mispronouncing something again. For holdout settlements. So my lands just do more work and we hit them a little more often. So that's good times. Yikes. It's priest on priest action. It's a Halloween theme, I tell ya. Woo! Alright, well, we'll be gaining lots of life here. I think I'm going to do this now. This isn't damage, it's loss of life. So I'm going to do this now just to stay alive. Call blue. Can't block. We take a 1, and this turn is going to be pretty fun, I think. Hey-o. All right, let's do this, this, and this. We'll play a bunch of creatures, gain a bunch of life, make them lose a bunch of life. Of course, they're on the same little plan we are. Let's bring this dude back. Boom, boom, boom. And away we go. Hopefully it's enough, or they just draw out. We'll see as the life totals plummet. I'll play this, and that's the, let's see, that's the bluff, so I'll call white on this one. Well, yeah, why not? Could attack, don't want to. We'll save it for the Alpha Strike next turn, if we can survive. Swapped all the drums, interesting. Yeah, I was just noticing there was a lot of times for every little hash mark I had that was just a run them over explosive start, I still would have won just maybe I don't know if this is technical, but like a half turn later sometimes. And it was just really maddening to draw a drum, even more so than a land late game. It was because you know your threshold's established with all the goods. So yeah, it was that part got a little weird. Alrighty, let me do this because we're gonna gain lots of life. Unfortunately, that cat's not going to trigger that, so I'm going to do this. This is a trick I kind of showed. I thought it was obvious, but a lot of people written to me going, "Oh, I never thought of doing that." Play this as a sorcery. So if he has a counter magic, it's going to change our tactics, and they do. We're going to gain life off of it at least. And that way we don't get 8 for 1 or have some horrible thing go sideways because we can't really get prismatic in our yard again. And we'll say always yes, always yield. Now they're hellbent. That's cool. We'll say white and we'll bring out a cat. Meow. There we are. And if you're a bit squeamish, don't like nudity, don't check out his site. But I think we're all adults here and pretty awesome stuff. 1, 2. I'll just attack with 2 for now. Oh, Zebra Vista. Good to see ya, Vistia. Sorry, probably mispronouncing that too. Good to see all of you. And thank you for joining me on this Halloween show 1 of 4, I believe. I got to be careful because I did so many things in my downtime for this promo and opening and changing everything up and pumpkin animations and stuff because I like the holidays so much. I had to be careful. It's a battle of Clerics. Talk about Sunday school. We're in good shape here. That's a neat idea this guy's got. I just think he's playing the wrong cleric, but in that style, definitely works here. Woo! As we gain 2 life, and they lose lots of life. It's neat. This deck gets to a point where you can't play anything against it. It's just you play a creature, you're going to die. Come on over. We still keep taking 1. I like having the access to the prismatic there. Cool, cool. Let's, well, that's a little frustrating. We'll go like this. Playing this. Returning. We've got plenty of red. We'll do this. We'll do this. See if we can get something here. Alrighty, MTMT. Did Mason Coop get in touch with you? Pauper Content Creator Tournament? Oh, no. I didn't. Not that I know of MTMT. If you know him, send him a message and have him reach out, because I've got this next week's pretty wide open. Well, let's be kind of obvious here and do this and this. Alright. I say we attack. Let's do here and here. You go on pretty recklessly with the Embalmed Cat, because when he gains life, they lose life, and he hits kind of either way, and if he doesn't, then he still does because of lifelink. So only way you can really avoid it is blocking and sacking your guy, like with maybe a Ginger Brood or something that can go that way. So Brute Squad is so well built, says Pauper Tim. Can't wait to see the new version. Definitely one of my favorite Pauper decks of all time. Wow, that's some high praise. Thank you for that, my friend. Yeah, I'm digging it. It's like I said, I really like it. And now that I've had, it's funny because I thought like while I was gone there'd be, you know, people would start playing it, and it's just I think it's kind of a harder aggro deck to play if people don't quite understand it, because I was just trophying with it every time I blinked, and then went away, and I think people think the deck died. It didn't. I just went away. Like I said, I was so happy to have some work. Strange times. Wow, this Blood Priest is going a hit. He might get in that spot where he can't do anything soon. Booyah. He's rapidly approaching. Oh, you don't know him, but he's doing a thing? Yeah. Well, if anybody out there does know him, or have him contact me, and always happy to help. All right. So the Marauding Blight-Priest showed superiority over the Malakar Blood Priest for the time being, although his does look a little cooler. All right, this is going to be a Suffocating Fumes matchup. A lot of loss of life. I'm not too worried about that, but I don't want to get rid of it altogether. So we're going to lose 2 strands, bring in all of these, and didn't see much removal. I'll get rid of it on Earth. Now let's look. We're not too worried about much. There wasn't too much. They're probably going to have some sort of hate. So let's bring in 2 Lumithread Fields. Take out 1 more on Earth and maybe a cat. I'm going to actually say a Bodyguard. I didn't see too much going on here. I'm going to actually bring out 2 Bodyguards. I didn't see much targeted removal. We might see it later, but with access to Suffocating Fumes, I don't think our opponent's going to do too much of that. I'd like to save this against Control and Tron. One thing I really like about Castigate, similar to, what's the one? Not Despoil, not Wretchmind. It's Distress, is that it forces a hard counter. It can't get, for the, I know there's exceptions. We just saw it last game with lots of fairies out. But for the most part, you can't really get ferried and countered. And sometimes paying 2 is better than 1 in certain matchups. So, good grief. This, window just doesn't want to obey today, does it? Well, at least it didn't interrupt the chat that time. 1, 2, 3, we've got 2 Thriving Heath. Boy, this is a slow start. Maybe too slow. I'll keep it. Let's go. Our land's right. We've got a reset screw up window open here. Always love changeling decks. You are well spoken there, Eso. That is true words. And the one thing we take out comes right on back. I'll call red, since if you've noticed, both games, even as clunky as the mana may look, you can smell methodical in this list. I went back and forth a few times and arrived at this, and typical, it seems to be able to do everything on turn 3, and it's not fair. Alright, so we're walking into a Fairy Macabre easily right there. I don't know if I want to promote it, but I'm not going to live in fear of it, so we're going to call red. And we'll just do this. If he's got it, he's got it. It'll just come back. Okay, well, he can't counter that. And what else do I want in my graveyard? You know, I might want the Blight-Priest in my yard for tempo. I think I do. Yeah. I'll play this. Bring back the Heath. A little clunky here, but we can Bodyguard Unearth next turn. That might be kind of a cool play. A little too soon to get the dude out. The dude translating into Marauding Blight-Priest, but I've been thinking of making a Crypt Traps Pestilence deck with Parapets, Lumithread Field, and Spider Silk, says Pauper Tim. That seems pretty damning. I think there's some pretty cool ways to I had a list the other day I was tinkering with that it was either, was it Crypt Rats or Clark Can Shaman or something, and it was able to keep the stuff alive like kind of indefinitely and kill stuff and make it, give it flying, and I'm sure nothing new to a lot of people out there, but it was pretty cool to me. I liked it. Let me see here. I'm either going to slow roll this or go all in. Let's see if he wants to be counter happy. At this stage, you know, with a Spellstutter Sprite, it might almost feel like a waste of time doing that, right? Let's try it. Bring back the Blight-Priest. And I think we're just stuck replaying our Heath here. Hey, look at that. Darn it. I was hoping our opponent was counter happy, but they're not. They're just strategy happy, which is a good thing and bad for us. All right. Good news is we don't have too much to worry about. I've got spot removal protection in the Bodyguard. And up. And of one mind and changelings. Nice. I love the Thriving Lands. They allow for so many cool decks. Yeah, I've been hit or miss on them. I mean, in this one, it's obviously called for, but I definitely think they suffered from a little new card smell. I know some TE lists that like Calpine runs are really awesome with them, but for me, most of the time, it seems like that it's better to just gain that one life with those lands that do that. So. What? I wasn't even paying attention. Why did he tap the changeling there? I didn't get that. Alrighty, let's build up our forces here. Man, we are really mana flooded, aren't we? Let me drop this while I can. Just gonna hard play it there. We'll do this. We can still play a land. I just don't know what I want it to be. Cool. Alright, well, we'll throw this out and I guess we'll do that. Got that. I thought I had access to another white. I should have played that first. Oh well. Thriving Heath. We're going to need. We've already got red. We're going to need more. Here we go. Well, we can stop 3 damage if he wants to go overboard on that, but a little bit of a slow roll. Hey, Paladin 19's in the house. Sir Rosamond Snugglesworth. All our friends are here to celebrate the year. Not much to celebrate this year. That's why I'm celebrating Halloween. Gotta pick something. It's been pretty grim. Whoa, check out this new trick. I think they've been... That's just ugly looking. I mean, I like the accent on this has changed, but you almost can't read it. Ugh. Evangelion. This... No. I mean, I guess you could call it that. That's probably more accurate. I call it Sunday School because it has so many clerics, and I'm always a sucker for alliteration and such, but we'll keep our strands at bay. Alright, we don't have any life package going on, dang it. We gotta get this stuff rolling. Alright, next turn will be fun. We know the sprite's in hand though, so it's a question of what does he want to counter, and we just keep drawing lands. Dang it. Let's see how they are. With one of these already in the yard, we got to kind of lean on this and hope to catch him getting counter happy. Okay. we've got red. I can pull off just about anything there. Let me do Faithless Looting. Okay. There goes that. That's fine. We've got another one in the yard. I'll say yes and always. Okay. We'll play this. We'll call white. Boop. And we'll go get our cat. Meow. There we go. Snogglesworth calls it 3-color garbage, 4-color pile. Yeah, I guess if you call your decks that, it might become a colorful pile of confusion, though. Like I said, I used to put underscores on a lot of my stuff so that they would come up first, especially when I'm trying to show you guys a new deck. And then it just got outrageous, and I was starting to get, as you could see in the last few months, 5, 6, 7, 8 underscores. Sometimes it would just run off the page. So on a very boring day waiting for notes from a client that I was working for this last bit, that's what I would do. I would take to, I think we call black here. I'll just call this and hopefully they get counter happy. If I call blue, that's 4. Do that. Boop. But I had, downtime, so I'd just bring up MTGO and start renaming stuff, and then of course you have to restart it to see everything work. But it was interesting. I just put MK1, MK2, MK3. One thing I have done, I think I discussed this a while ago, was just putting really good notes together, like just little simple text Word documents of not accolades or whatever, just the facts and why I stopped playing this. So whenever I hang up a deck, even if it's for a week, 2 weeks, month, whatever, or if I'm totally done with it, I'll write just a paragraph or two to myself. Our coffee supporters can see some of that on Brute Squad and stuff and the evolution of it. And very valuable because you go back to it with that clean, fresh mind, and you can really hone things that way. It's really nice. We know he's got the Sprite. Dang it. All right, so we've just got to kind of limp in, and hopefully he counters another looting. Aha. Oh, what's my thought? I'm sorry, I'm reading backwards. Of the Wizards of the Coast making Secret Lair. Yeah, that's interesting. I was a big fan of The Walking Dead, and I know there's supposed to be a bunch of, I've seen some of the promos and stuff. I don't know, I know it's on theme and it's dark and stuff. It's just, I don't know, it's like peeling back the reality of the whole dragons and everything a little too much for me. It's a little too spot on arts wise. Our opponent's disconnected. We'll give him a minute or two and then we'll see what's up. But I'm a little torn. I'm sure hopefully there's no Pauper, just amazing cards that come out. I think there's supposed to be some orange mana symbol, so I'm pretty excited about that. But am I going to buy it? No. I'll probably wait to trade for it, or I'm sure in an expansion, if there's outrage of something being so awesome and it's needed really badly, just bide your time, because they'll bring it in, and then the $40 card will turn into 20 cents. All right, here we are. So they've got the Fae in hand. Let's limp in with this play, and maybe he'll counter. Do they want to counter again? Boy, that came back fast. Whenever I have to reboot, it's never that fast. My password's like 8 sentences, though, so... Okay, I'll throw this out and this out. Yeah, baby. So I know he's got that damn you-know-who. I've just got to bide my time here. I'll call white on this. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, me? Snogglesworth? How do you mean? Just like go over each one? I think that'd take about 6 hours. Some mass export, be like, take this. Of the 1 or 2 people that'll actually do something with it. No, no leaguey, so we haven't done a live league in a long time, just because of the cheaters and snipers and such. But your question kind of proves the point, you know. Nobody really even knows. There's no real difference in play and such, so it's good times. Alrighty, let's bring this back because it can't get countered. We'll just start attacking here. I've got bodyguard protection, so I ain't afraid to use it. Gotta start doing something. Cool. This deck has a strange way of showing up that way. Really needing another Unearth here. Hopefully they're sitting on, what's that, Suffocating Fumes and such. Ooh, Seraph Sanctuary. Gain 1 life. And I think there's some angel kickback, isn't there? Whenever an angel enters the battlefield, you gain a life. One of you out there, was it Nimchimsky? I'm not sure. Had a pretty cool angel deck that I was tickled to see. Worked pretty good. I would imagine this deck doesn't do well against NBC. I'd be surprised. See, the only reason, if you remember when challenges started, I created Rallygond, and I got like, I don't know, I think it was the first challenge or something. I got like 14th, 16th, something respectable, especially for such a weird list. And boy, everybody's just like, what a pile, what a pile. And then Methodical saw the logic in it, and being a better player, definitely, he went on to win a couple challenges with it. But the only thing that ever got in Gond's way was Tron. And as you know, Tron's got nothing but stronger as every set of cards comes out. But when this Priest came out, there's a way of not attacking that we can attack now. And one of the best matchups is Tron. But I'd have to look at my notes. I'm not quite remembering what all the good and bads are. But yeah, you're right. Spot removal and stuff. There is quite a bit of a... Boy, this is just junk, isn't it? Wow, look at all this crap. I'll get rid of this and this. Might as well do that again. I don't want this crap. If he's going to just let us keep milling through stuff, we'll get rid of this and this. Boy, God, I love Faithless Looting for that very reason. Just so good like that. Let's tap Soul Sister. There we go. I want to counter this. That's great. It'll be back. Point. Attack. Damn changelings keeping that spell stutter sprite in the can counter anything mode. Pretty cool use. I always love Cavern Harpy. It's nice to see it being used. Go over 1 or 2 old deck lists. Maybe we can submit ideas from Resurrection one day. That's kind of what we do here. I do that once in a while, but if you got any official suggestions, send us an email at pauperganda@gmail.com. I just, I got to get the temperature of the room too. You know what's funny is how as popular as our Jeopardy was with all of you, it's one of my lowest viewed, like reviewed videos. So I think, so target creature an enchantment opponent controls. No, does he have the thing? He probably does, and we're going to lose this game. Oh, he tapped. Maybe next turn he'll have it. And maybe we'll draw another one. Who knows? But so I was thinking we'll probably, maybe even this month, we'll do one. If anybody wants to come up with a Pauperty game show stuff that's kind of darker related, like more Halloween themed, we've got a bunch in the queue. And I was thinking could play 1 or 2 games and maybe have a round of that. And so kind of mix it up, turn it into even more of its own little show. But yeah, for right now, I was thinking of scrapping the idea of an all Pauperty show again, because man, it's just like, everything's getting consistently in the thousands and thousands of views now, and then that one's like 400. It's like, oh man, this feels like 2016 when I was first starting. So I think people would watch one on YouTube if it were really over the top. I like when you played the 2011 stuff. Oh yeah, that was good times. Oh man, one more mana and we could have this, but and he can, let's see, pay a life, return this to his hand. Let's see if we've got another one in our hand. Boop. Yay! Here we go. We'll say white on this. Bringing back Soul Sisters. Hey. Oh, I don't even need to tap it. Okay, cool. There we go. I've got bodyguards. Our stuff's probably not going to live very long. I sense that he's probably got Suffocating Fumes that Feed the Swarm as one of the newer cards. Check that out. Destroy target. creature or enchantment. We're in a new era, folks. You lose life equal to its converted mana cost. Woo, craziness. Yay! Alright, that's a cool list. But we saw who the real cleric winner was. Dun dun dun. Alright, guys. These matches are going a little bit long. I'm going to roll to a vintage Halloween shot, and I'll be right back after these messages. Lots of new stuff, so stick around. So much to the continued support of the people to my right. Also, if you want to have your deck played, a 10-ticket donation on Magic the Gathering Online is probably the best way to do it, as well as sending us an email to pauperganda@gmail.com. But anyway, thank you so much again for the people over here, and we'll see you next time. And we're back. All right. Even updated that, you see? Little pumpkin theme there. All right, I don't know about this. This is all over the place, isn't it? I've only got one color, but I can do lots of stuff. Let's keep it. We're on the draw. Clunky as hell. We'll see. Pauper Tim says, I plan to write articles and maybe have YouTube videos about old decks and updated lists. That's a neat little idea. Then and now sort of thing. Pretty cool. I think one of my then and now ideas, the original Stompy list that I had, it used to use Wild Mongrel with, better lucky than good. It used to have Wild Mongrel with that shield of the Oversoul, and then I was able to discard stuff and give it flying, and then if they targeted anything, I discarded it and made it indestructible, and that was pretty fun back then. That's a card that never sees play anymore. Back when Stompy used to run Thermokarst for cloud posts and stuff. I'm dating myself. I think my hairline does that already. Okay. We got some Orzhov action. Ooh, man. I just lost real badly the other day to one of these Night Sky Mimic decks. That's something I ought to play for October, too, is another one of those. That's pretty cool. All right, well, if life's going to be a thing, let's start gaining some of our own. I think I'm going to wait on the one. We'll play the Soul Warden first, obviously, and rock like this. Make sure to set this up. I wish all of the Wardens worked that easily. They don't. You got to be very careful if you play this list with time. That's why it's a horrible choice to play today, but hey, it's on theme, so I'm going to play it, damn it. Oh, man, Webcam Commander game. And after that, playing some Pauper. All right, Snugglesworth, thank you for joining us, brother, and we'll see you next time. We got a whole month of Halloween-inspired shows, so I know you guys got to put up with me for 1 month in my favorite holiday, and then I'll be back to normalcy and boringness. So much magic. Okay, here we are. Let's see what we got. Some sort of... Oh, the Imperious Oligarch comes out. Booyah! And we're going to be taking 4. It's good. We're going to be able to gain life and block in the air soon. I believe, since we've already got Bodyguard out, I'm just going to sneak that Blight-Priest out and hope for the best. Let me hide my headphones are picking up, even though I got my volume down a little bit low. Okay, we are at 18. Gaining some life. Let's see how we do here. Alrighty. And I stopped Noom because I didn't want to pay anymore, and I already learned all my stuff. As far as my little weight loss quest goes, just been hovering where I was, plus or minus a pound or two, so found a nice little balance. Pretty cool. All right, well, we got an opening. We're going to take it. We'll bring this dude out. Next turn, we'll do a lot of stuff with this. We'll keep like this. That has afterlife. Nah, not going to attack. A lot of games with this list are won by doing this. Just you know, sitting back, waiting for him to... Got to play creatures, and you're dead. Yeah, I gotta go just dive into the art of João Ross from Brazil. Easily one of my favorite new up-and-coming artists. Not up-and-coming, I mean, he's been around, but I just found out about him, so it's like, it's new to me. Ah, man. Little fight's on the button. Look at that. Pow. Oh, I wish I could share with you guys, especially you, Shirazman. There was a beer that this company in California, the West has. I don't know if it's everywhere else, but it's called Trader Joe's. Just this little, you know, kind of somewhat healthy store, little corner grocery store sort of thing. But they have a beer. Oh my gosh. Very hoppy. And I just adored it. I was like... That was one of the reasons for my losses in a Pauper Classic Tuesday. I won't lie. I was just like, whatever. I'm just going to attack. This tastes really good. TJ is everywhere. All right. Shows how ignorant I am of the geography around me. But what you going to do? Okay. Well, if that dies, we still live. I want to keep my bodyguard active. We'll take 6. It's all right. We're going to be gaining... most of it back this turn anyway. Hopefully we don't have to play the Barrens. I mean, ideal would be just the one mountain in our deck and we just drop it and our mana's perfect and then everything else can go eat Faithless Lootings. But alrighty. And what do we got? Okay. Ooh, that's even spicier. Good. Do I hold out? Do I hold out? I think I do. Yeah, I'm going to play the Priest. This is why I call it Sunday School. Cleric, cleric, cleric. Priests, priests. Come on now. All right, and we'll play the Bodyguard. Next turn's going to be brutal. Always yes, always yield. Make sure not to auto yield or you'll get arthritis clicking through the clicks of this. All the updates they're doing and stuff and the little toughness thing fix that we saw with Lumithread Field, so silly when compared to just making like right click actually work. Like, can we just make this stuff truly work? Let's attack here. Yeah, I always regret when I attack with that. I'm not gonna. I could trip Bodyguard and then he could have double tricks and then we're out of a game plan. I'm just gonna hold back. He's got to have like 3. Parlor tricks. Turbo Dog. Kick in W. 5 color green. 5 color burn. Project X. Yeah. Well, you're sounding like, what was it? MTG Gathering Strat with Dan Horning back in the day. They did a great service for the community back then. Another old timer that you might want to look up on MTGO is dang it, with the Doc Anime. He was one of the original people that bring a focus to the Pauper format over on Pure MTGO. Back when that was like one of the main sources. I haven't written for them in years. Yeah, you know, all it took was the genius of someone like Kung Fu Trees to take a really good deck like Delver, and then it's like, there's a Scred card that's been out for years. Why isn't anyone using it? And everybody jumps on the bandwagon, and we got a thing. I know all about that. So much so that when they jump, I usually tend to jump off and try to do the next thing. I think it's a good and a bad thing. I wish I could stay focused, but if something gets too popular, the contrarian in me sparks up, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm going to go over here and play with this new shiny toy. Or somebody that always barks at new card smell. I'm quite a hypocrite when it comes to that, because I've got the opposite. What would that be? New old deck smell? It's like if it starts getting played too much, then I'm like, I don't like this anymore. And on the board, we haven't attacked, and we're ahead on life. Good times. Or NBC without Kumbaji. That's got to win an award for the greatest art upgrade. The Gombaji Witches. I mean, it went from just silly, I'm just going to say it, terrible art to just gorgeous. Looks like some sort of like, talk about, I was just going to say like a gift of Orzhova, like that stained glass look. It just, really, I wouldn't be surprised if it's the same artist. There's this Johannes Voss. Awesome stuff. All right, getting a little bit scary. We don't really have any removal on this list, but we might not need it. Now he's got lifelink too, so that sucks. Very similar decks, both the ones we've faced. I'm not a fan of Chittering Rats anymore. I seriously don't think it belongs in mono black. God, it just keeps tempting me. Like, you want to do it now, boss? You want to do it now? I think we got to get our life. Yeah, I'm not going to draw any cards, so might as well do this. Boom, boom, boom. Here we go. I'm not going to attack with that, or that. Bring these dudes back. Pop, 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 pop. I can at least block and sack and gain life. That's a pretty cool little swing play. That has afterlife. That has fly. We'll chill. Just like that, our life is back. Maybe I'm a little biased towards Chit Rats too, because I usually play pretty fast decks that empty my hand anyway. And they just seem goofy and slow in so many matchups. Like Boros, it's so funny. Somebody on YouTube obviously didn't play Brute Squad because they were like, oh my god, this deck just rolls over. They said something really ignorant about mono black control matchup, and I'm like, are you kidding me? I was like, that is like the very best matchup. It's something like 36-1 in my notes against mono. It's doing 8 things, and you have to spend your whole turn to get rid of one of the things. Don't be afraid of the bone picker. Just run into it. It's like you sit there and let it, kind of like a bully. You sit there and let it rue the day, then you kind of screwed. Okay, well, I guess we're just going to triple block the dude. Yeah, I think that's the roll here. Not quite sure what the play here is. Let me go like this, and this. And I'll sack the bodyguard to this so it doesn't gain life. We'll call black. It's the most obvious. That is black, right? Yep, black and white. Boop. So I'll only gain 3 life. Or 4 because of that. Boom. Creature count down. Have you brewed with Mer Retriever at all deluxe? Nope. You really want it to work? Yeah, that's more in the realm of what's his name? He's always taking storm mechanics the day they come out and rehashing them into old lists and making it work better each time. Caleb, that's the one. Alrighty, let's play this dude out. I'm getting some life. Doop, 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 doop. And all of a sudden, our opponent's been gaining hideous amounts of life. We haven't attacked, and we're ahead. It's a very strange deck. Sometimes it doesn't make sense. You're like, why is this happening? What is the meaning of this? If I just attack with everything, I'm going to put him in a really tight spot. We've got 2 priests. He's got 1 card out. Let's see what happens. Because if he blocks, that guy will die and the afterlife will kill him, I believe. I haven't done the math too hard. Okay. Let me sacrifice this to this. We'll call black. And now I think this is going to kill him. Here comes afterlife death. Zap! And Doc G went kind of strange direction with Gold Collar's Bell, huh? Oh, have you brewed with... Sorry, I'm reading everything backwards. And the Blight-Priest does it again. Cue the evil music. Look at all that life gaining. The only time we attacked was at the very end. We saw a lot of 1/1, so again, Suffocating Fumes comes in. Oh, and he runs away. Okay, well, we'll just jump right into another one here. And rock like this, folks. Woo! Always takes time to realize my Retriever is not one of those new dog cards. Oh, I see. Alrighty, here we are. Ugh. Well, that's a real estate hand, isn't it? Good grief, mulligan that. I'll keep a lot of jank hands, but not that one. And as jank hands go, they are usually followed by another one of the opposite persuasion. Thank goodness we are not paying money for this draw. We'll mulligan this too. And finally a hand we can keep. We'll keep. Ha! Boy, this is a clunky draw. Let's go, let's go. I'll keep this one. We'll throw this back. And yeah, actually, I think I'm going to throw this back. I don't want to be that slow of a draw. Do that. Done. Boink. Let's call red. Unless you've got the Marauder in hand. I mean, we'll call it for the other one. Will be black, but Faithless Looting's a lot earlier turn play, or more viable than the other ones. Guys, I changed my name. Oh, was there an actual name change? I'm not sure. I know in promotions and TV, and especially in let me play this first. In music, the number one thing you don't want to do is change a name. Even if your name sucks, just the confusion and upheaval it causes, usually not worth it. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. They've got a clunky mana start too. Our mana has been achieved. So has theirs. We're all on the same colors. What do we got here? Okay. We'll bring out the dude. Since he's protected now, we'll attack here, and I think I'll just bring out the other dude and can even unearth a bodyguard. It's a bit clunky, but hey, whatever. Dun, dun. Here we are. Well, that flooded hand at the beginning draw that we threw back, what was that, 6 lands that we drew? Sure would be nice now. God, if I just drew 2 basics, that'd be sweet. Little does he know, Bog's pretty good against us. I've given up on fighting the graveyard as a resource towards Tron. Quite simply don't believe in it anymore. White. Our mana is right. We are attacking. Let's go. 1 more land, we'll be alright. Bodyguard's keeping everybody safe. I think it might be worth cycling on Earth here. Skyfisher showing up. Skyfisher's such a good card. If you're playing a white deck and you're not playing it, you should have a really good reason why. I think I've often tried little experimentations with Brute Squad using it, but there it doesn't fit, but damn good card. Alrighty. Crucial turn. Let's make sure we do something good. Land, maybe? We're playing enough to warrant it. Alright, well, we're that much closer. Let's play this out. Sit back on our bodyguard. Alright. Alright, plug there. And we got a new gin and tonic commercial. I didn't even have that queued up. We'll show it next week. If you don't really follow us on YouTube with the updates, I know it's one of our very oldest spoof commercials. And I took the audio and such and reworked it. And a good old time. And Gave it kind of a facelift. I think I'll do that for Wild Mongol chewing gum if I ever see a good footage of what do you call gum commercials or something, right? Did that, and I think I did that. Yeah, gotta keep up on my checklist. I'm out of practice. I haven't been in front of you guys in a month. Surprised there's no technical issues. Yeah. Oh, come on. Give me one more. Let's go. Wham! Always this, always yield. Yield. Yes, this is when it can really start gobbling up clocks. Yeah, we'll just stick back. We could always, well, it'd be really nice to get another land here. Bum, bum, bum. All right. I'm dreading if they have a main deck Suffocating Fumes. That's probably the #1 hate card that's come out in 2020. Damn good. And they gave it cycling. Black's getting so many fun tools, and people are still hanging around chittering rats. Don't get me wrong, if it's in a rat lock deck or some upkeep blink deck, it's brutal, but I think black has passed it by. Doesn't mean I'm right. That's just my thoughts. All right, we will play you, Ash Barrens. That's why we like you more than a lot of the other options out there. Boom, boom, boom. Here we go. Woo! We've already seen 2 bogs hit. I don't know if it's worth flashing this back, but I'm going to because I want to be able to keep away. What's this? What's he targeting? That? I'll say no. Meet the bodyguard. Red. I'll do this. Play some more life. That's why I like the threat of just one of the flashback anthem effects. 2-0 to everything, but they probably have prismatic strands. That's why we've got the priest. We've only got 1 bodyguard left. They've got 3 cards in hand. Let's see what they're going to zap this time. I'll try and keep this alive. A lot of 1-for-1s going on here. Red. What do we got here? Journey. All right. I finally get to stream. Yay. Oh, Torvis76. First time I've mentioned you. Thank you for chiming in. I'm glad you caught us live. Yeah, this is our first time back in a month. We usually only take off maybe a week here and there, a couple times a year tops. And like I said, my September was just so swamped. Anniversary, birthdays, start of school and all this COVID crap. And yeah, it was just all over the place. And I got this great job offer that was only for a month, and it was like all the time. And so I needed to just buckle down and do my thing. He's tired of me gaining life. This is when I really want to top deck a looting and go grab you know what, because they don't have a, let's see, they've only got 1 mana access unless they're playing Holy Day or Darkness or something. We'll be all right. I think they're fearing the Rally the Peasants, as I like to call it, Rally the Paupers. Come on, why couldn't I have just drawn it right then? Dang it. All right, well, let's do this again. Boop. As long as this, can't really play a bog and replay it. There's not many blink mechanics in this, so I'm not too worried here. I'll hold on to that swamp because our mana's right. We're not in any danger of losing our life, so I'll wait till another life critter comes out before I flash that back. Might live to regret it, who knows. Keep food on the table is far more important than streaming for us. So this is true. Yeah. Very, very grateful to have anything, but now, you know, I'm sure I'll be crestfallen start about Monday. I'll be like, okay, what? Oh, yeah, that's right. There's nothing to do now. But a friend of mine way across the pond out towards Shirazamon reached out, and I've got a little bit of freelance work dripping in. Enough to maybe cover groceries and that kind of thing. But yeah, it's pretty grim times for a lot of people. So I'm not going to complain because I know a lot of you out there got it a lot worse than me. I still am eating and playing games, so it can't be that bad. I'll discard. Figured that was coming up. Wow, we're only an hour into the show, and this is our third match in a pretty slow deck. Forgot about our quitter, but it's feeling like it's getting a little away from us. We really need to top deck something good. Boop. Come on. Not that. Well, I guess I'll just play it. I have to play it. That's the Heath. We've got black already. Don't really need it other than that, so we'll call red on that. And don't think it's worth doing that yet. 2 bogs are still down. Our opponent's hellbent. We'll see how things go. This is the first game, I believe. I'm not keeping very good records. God, I'm so out of practice. I haven't even written down what we faced, so I'm running down later. I'm just like, nothing. Well, I'll get rid of that. That's an irritant. And risk triple blocking it, but if he wants to use a lightning bolt on a bird to get rid of a cat that can come back, I'm fine. Let's go. I only take 1 damage with this scenario. He loses a good attacker, so see you next time. I've never tried sours. Gotta run, says Pauper Paul 315. All right, kids baseball game, much more important. Go have fun and keep on popping. Maybe we'll see you online. Opponent's got 1 card. What could it be, folks? Let's drop the cat. Drop the cat. I'm going to keep this in hand. We'll do a little EOT action. 2 bogs still out. I doubt they're playing 3. Unless we see a Karoo land drop, I'm going to keep that dude in our yard. Keep the mystery alive here. What new devilry is this? Okay. I think for that early life gain, there we go. Now we got to play the Battle Screech. Just gives you such a heads up. It's like, next turn, so you're gonna what? I'm gonna beat you to the punch. I just gotta watch out for time with this list, right? Alrighty, let's go get a beautiful land. We've already got the swamp in the yard, so let's go thin out the mountain. Love the art on this mountain. Therese Nielsen, one of my very favorite artists. Ugh. Well, that's gross. Alright, well, we're not attacking with this stuff, so let's do that. And we'll just wait around for something to show up. My goodness. Even our Marauder's not going to be that good of a draw right now. I don't even think that came up. I think they've just killed a bunch of Soul Sisters, right? Oh. Alright. Oh, yeah, that was, I can't even get into that. That's so ridiculous. This cancel culture is just getting outrageous. I've got a few friends that used to be considered very left, and the left has moved so far, at least here in the States and especially in California, that if you were left 4 or 5 years ago, you're like considered a Nazi now. It's very, very curious. There's a really good podcast by a historian called Dan Carlin, and he doesn't come out with much. It's about every 4 months he'll post something, but he's got crazy, crazy amounts of historic roots. He's got 4 or 5 hour podcasts on the Han Empire and just fascinating stuff. Highly recommend it. But he's genuinely worried about, I don't want to ring alarm bells and stuff, but he's like, not to sound like some conspiracy nut or whatever, but he's like, it has all the markings of like a true civil war in the making. Just everything's just so polarized, and you don't agree with X, then you're this, and it's nuts. Well, I love her art, so I don't give a crap about much else. It's a visual medium, and that's what I'm after. All right, let's, I don't know if we bring out the Blight-Priest here. He's probably got targeted removal at this point. Let's do another looting. Black or red, red or black. Actually, this one's probably more probable to come up. We'll do this. I've got one option. Let's get two. Okay, we'll do this and this. We'll play this. We'll thin out some more. Come on. Come on. There we go. And we'll play the cat. And once he drops the ball, we'll just trip the strands and buy ourselves a turn. Boink. Alrighty. It's tragic. She was one of the best artists of the game. By leaps and bounds, too. I mean, not even close. Maybe I'll start filling up my deck with her art. I already do, though. I always have. Pauper Paul 315. Okay, here we are. Come on, give me some life. Okay, hey, man. We waited around and got an okay option here. All right, I'll say black. No surprise what's in our hand or our opponent. So we keep churning through our deck. Sooner or later we might get the Alpha Strike, but I know these lists usually run 2 or 3 prismatics on their own. So I think we're just going to lose on time if I was to guess here. Won't even gain life if I attack with a cat because of the Guardian's protection ability, so I got to wait for a little bit of an opening here. Too many Pauper monikers in the chat. Never enough. What do we got here? In Scranton. Haven't seen you in a while. At least in the chat. Again, so good to see everybody, if only digitally. Seeing the familiar names and stuff. I had like withdrawals the first or second week. I'm like, I'm supposed to be doing something this morning, aren't I? It's like, oh yeah. I posted about every week or two. I post up something Pauper related. That's true. Okay, 37. Okay. It's a bit of a grind. This is one of those matchups where I hope our opponent quits. It's like, oh, I'm not really looking forward to this going another hour cycle. Let's thin out the stuff here. Plains. Our lands are right. What do we got? He's got another dude out, so boy, I hope they're not running Suffocating Fumes. Sometimes they do run 1 or 2, so keep this back. I can at least start attacking with cats and gaining some life, triggering the Marauder. It's a cheap way out, but going to last all of about 2 turns. Good news, they've got a lot of removal on that list, but against a deck with bodyguards, you're going to have to use 2 bits of removal for every priest there, so that's good times. There's why we couldn't see it. I forgot he had the Journeys and the Oblivion Rings. It's like, boy, this guy doesn't like creatures. Lightning Bolts, Galvanic Blasts, Journeys, Oblivion Rings. Ah! Nice to see you back, too. Says, hey, thank you for that. Thought you would like that name at Pauperganda. He missed it. I missed it. What was it? Ah! I'm trying to play a game here. Host a show. Press some buttons. Roll the commercials. Give me a break. Woo! All right. Both bodyguards in the house. I think we're just going to feign an attack here. Alrighty. Let's do it. Well, I can kind of come in with the bodyguard now. I mean, with the Blight-Priest. Yeah. Yeah, Facebook's getting pretty dark. I usually use it just for close friends and family and like private chat groups and stuff. And oh, glad you brought that up, Little Fight. If anybody out there really wants to watch a movie with their kids or whatever, kind of sparks the time. I thought it was very even-handed. It's on Netflix and it's called The Social Dilemma. I thought that really raised some good questions and, you know, stop people from living like this all the time. I know my kids are definitely guilty of it, and my youngest a lot better than my oldest. I call him on it and he puts it down for hours at a time and I'm like, good boy. But it's quite the sickness. My wife is about to pop. First get on the way. Oh, nice, Pauper Tim. Congrats. If it's a girl, name her Sarah and spell it the right way. I was trying to convince my wife if one of our boys was a girl way back. I was like, she was kind of on board with it. And then she found out it was the spelling of a magic card. And she's like, hey. I was like, damn it. Man, apologies for the game. Oh my gosh. Unfortunately, I think our opponent knows what we're up to and knows what to kill and what not to. These life critters would have kept us really in this one, but we need to draw some looting and such. I've already drawn a few. We've got just one. What to do? It's one of the reasons I don't have internet in my home so far, but today I had to run my house to watch Pauperganda. Ah, thank you. Man, that makes my day. Appreciate it. No lands, no lands. Okay, I'll take that. It's a critter. It's going to keep us alive for a little bit. We'll do this. Double bodyguard. Alright. We'll do the cat attack. Cat attack. Cat attack. Cat attack. Duplicate. Nice. Man, Pauper Tim's on a roll. Quite the wordsmith. Keep them coming. I love that stuff. As you just demonstrated. Out of all these cards this guy's sifting through and he doesn't have the answer? Come on. He's just showing off now, I think. Come on now. There we go. Woo! Cool. Time to gain some life. Wow, we're ahead on time. How'd that happen? Stranger than fiction. All right. Some stuff will happen. And these don't do any good there. Till we attack with them. Gain in life. Lots of strife. Pauper Tim's wife. Please tell me you have Harsh in the sideboard. I know, it sure would. Well, in this matchup it would. It's this like ultra grind to a stop. This is like sand in a gas tank. Let's see how we're going to do. Opponent's only got 24 more cards. If we get many more Soul Sisters on board, we'll be feeling all right. We've attacked once and we're up on life. He's attacked like 16 times, I think. Drawing cards that draw cards that say draw cards. And apologies if you hear a little external audio. Got all the windows open. It's kind of a heat wave in California this week, and we've had a lot of fires and such, so air don't smell too great. It's pretty nice here because we live right near the beach, but for the most part, it's a little too warm in here. I'd have a nice sheen of sweat if I didn't have that, because fans are only so good at things. So oh, it's cooling off fast on this side. Yep. So our polar opposites at work again. Little fight. Here we go. Let's see. Come on. What's he got? A whole lot of nothing. It's just not worth doing anything with that. I'm just going to attack again. It'd be funny if he trips a Prismatic Strand here. Hate that one sitting in the yard. All right. And we're up to like 30-something life. Those Guardians have been doing some work. What do we have here? Man. He's up 11 cards on us. Now 12. This is crazy. The first Pauper event they did at MTG Arena was basically standard Pauper. Oh yeah, man, I haven't been on Arena in like 6 months. It's too cartoony for me. Still is. I got myself, I remember one time just like kind of flinching over a sound effect and being like, what the hell was that? You know, and I like missed a turn or screwed up because of a sound effect. I was like, oh, that's a first. All right. Man, if we get another Soul Sister on board, I'd really like a Suture Priest here, but this game's really eating up the clock. Props to our opponent though, because they saw the problem. They're not too worried about the combo outside of the life gain. They're just like, well, we'll kill that dude and hopefully gain enough life in the process. And eventually, hopefully, they have to start attacking that. And I thought about playing. I've got Bonder's Ornaments. But deck's really streamlined and this might be a good matchup to bring in Castigate for. I'll drop here. I really want a Faithless Looting here. Maybe turn up like a Battle Screech and a Prismatic and such. Just buy us a little bit of time. They got Electrickery or something weird. Maybe that's what they've been digging for. There's only 16 cards left. They're going to just be able to get there, especially like an Alpha Strike or 3. He's the 4/4 gain life. Yeah, that's the Epicure of Blood. The only reason I have that memorized, my son has a singleton deck. What's that called? Not Highlander, it's what's a Commander. He's always beating me with it. It's like, God dang it, that thing's 2 feet tall and it's super consistent. Tell you. Pauper communities that I know a little bit of father ego implied because he's my boy, but good grief, that kid's got a talent for deck design. And it happened fast. It was, and he's not copy pasting anything I'm doing. He's looking at other formats and stuff and killing it. But then he's off to another game. So once the COVID hit, he kind of lost interest because he really liked the social aspect of the gathering. I mean, it is in the name, Magic the Gathering. Is he just saving up on direct damage to the dome here? I feel a lot more comfortable if we had a Prismatic. Guess we could call white and Alpha Strike with the Bodyguard, but that's kind of foolish because I'd probably just run into the old Prismatic Strands, I tell ya. It's just the mage with no green in his deck. Yuck! Man, this is getting ugly. I'm going to hesitate just to pretend like we have an option, and then I'll pass. Time to reload. Yeah. Upgrade. Alrighty. One of the other cards that's kind of come out since I've been away. That was there just a little bit before. Probably good in this kind of a build, but 99% of the time seems like it would do fine without anything else. We'll say red. Gotta love Bodyguard. Man, if it worked on any creature, that'd be pretty sweet. Maybe he's got a a Battle Screech here, and that's why he was going after the priest there. Who knows? He might be hoarding creatures, and we just got to stay alive a little bit longer. We're going to deck him if, unless he's, I think he's piling up on like Galvanic Blasts or something, and we're just going to die this turn. We can't do anything about this, so keep the chat rolling, guys. It's the only reason I know I'm still going strong, even though I'm hardwired in. Sometimes tricknology does happen. What a convenient life total to not be at 6. Why did I call that? He's hoarding them, folks. All right, we don't have Prismatic. I wonder where it was, though. First loss of the day. It's only game 1, though. Doesn't feel like it. Feels like game 90. Can we draw? Sometimes it won't let you. We had some life. There it was. Okay. Begin sideboarding. You're right. Well, we know what they're going to bring in. Quite a bit of good stuff. I'm going to bring in all of our Lumithreads because we saw a pretty even spread of white removal and such. So I'm gonna take out the Rally and the Strands. I'd really like to bring in Castigate. I just built the deck. I'm no expert in it. Let's see what I can take out. Bodyguard did a lot of work there. Maybe I'll lose a cat. I'll bring in like 2 Castigates. Let's try this. Never really saw any of our good stuff there. Really? 2 Castigates. Standard Bear is fun. This is when you could bring in like a Battlefield Medic. Someone wants to bring that up in the chat. It's a really good option here. I've kind of gone back and forth on it, but one of the decks, in theory, I think this would be bad against, might be the Walls deck, and so Standard Bear goes a long way to at least stop part of the problem. They're playing a lot of creatures, so usually you can get out of range, but it doesn't matter because they have the infinite mana base. So Little Fight's on fire today. Look at that. All right. So I think we beat, what was that, Clerics, and then it was some Orzhov, and then this is Boros. Okay, I think I got that right. Win, 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 loss. All right, here we are. Yeah, we want to play first. Yeah. Keep this, actually. Keep. Clunky as hell, but I'll do what we do. Gotta love Survivors Encampment. Tell you what card's growing on me is Holdout Settlement. I used to hate that artwork, and now I'm looking at it and I'm like, kind of like it a lot. Saw the top of the show. See the little smoky horns symbolizing Bolas, with this expansion anyway. Got almost all new stuff to show you guys. If normally, I know old timers of Pauperganda might be like, oh, this again. They go use the bathroom like I do. But this might not be one of those shows you want to do that with. Let's go like this. Even little things like our little thank the fan videos and stuff for the support over at Buy Me a Coffee is, as you could see, had that kind of Halloween tinge to it. And you saw Shirazamon and Little Fight get a nice skeleton upgrade to their visage. I went with, I think, the Grim Reaper or whatever. Isn't that, the Grim Reaper is different than that River Styx dude like in Clash of the Titans. Didn't he have a name that Colobus or somebody that the ferryman for the dead? I know he looks like death, but Charon. Ooh, it's Groton with the knowledge. Very nice. Well, let's get our land right. We've got everything we need. I'll grab a swamp. I'll grab a plain. Play this. Call red. Do it all the same. Boop, boop, boop. Ash Barrens doing some work. Look at that. Turn 4, we can do anything under the sun. Oh, speaking of sun, last night, I couldn't find it anywhere. I've been waiting months. I've got a thing. Alex Garland's one of my very favorite directors. He did Ex Machina. And every time I like something, even like the Leonardo DiCaprio movie, The Beach, has always been one of my favorite just little guilty pleasure movies. When it's on, I catch myself watching it. And but you know, nobody ever really talks about it and stuff. And he ended up writing that. And so every little parallel I keep seeing, I'm like, oh yeah, I really like that. And then I find out he was involved somehow in like devs on Hulu. I just loved it. And so really see eye to eye with that director. But anyway, so this was one of the only, there's a movie called Sunlight, I think it is. It's one of the only ones I hadn't seen, and I rented it last night for like $3 on Amazon, and really, really good. I was pretty impressed with that. Okay. Let's just do this while we can. Hold on a minute. Let me do this and then this. We'll cast this out. The Beach was one of my favorite books years ago, but I hated the film. I haven't. I'm the opposite, but I haven't read the book, so I'll have to check out the book though. If you say it's pretty great. Okay, just like he called it. I mean, I could have tapped that for black, but it's not like I'm going to be attacking here, so. Might as well play this. And I'll just do this here. Boop, boop. Hey there. Reminds me of, you know, the Duran Duran song, Wild Boys, Wild Boys. This could be like, Life Boys. Don't tempt me, I might make a video about it. You know, music video Duran Duran with like Soul's attendants, and it's so ridiculous. It's like somebody's bored. DiCaprio can't act. I don't know. I really liked him in, what's that dream movie, Inception? It's one of my favorites. Okay. Boy, for as chatty as I am and as many clicking things as there is, this shows how grindy Boros is. That still in it here with time as far as I'm concerned. Down a game, though. I don't think we're going to be able to win real quick. Yes. Oh, I love that card. Just the best. Doink. Let me do all these cheating things. Illegal in most formats. That's a tough decision here. Alright. I hate to lose that, but I'm going to do it. Let's get some screeching going. Woo! I'm trying to win the game after all. Always yield. Yield, damn it. Always yes. Yield. See, I clicked something wrong along the way, and it's maddening because it's going to eat the clock up. Boo-doo-doo. And attack. Raw. Charon. Or is it Charon? I'm probably saying it wrong both times, but. Oh, I know, and I think I do, and then sometimes it doesn't do it, because if you yield, even if you pass just the, not F6ing yourself, but just the typical, what is it, F4 or whatever, where it's like, yes, until I can respond, it'll still make it hiccup. And I've got that set to the key above tab, the little tilde, because it's just off to the side, and I don't have to keep my hand too close to the keyboard, so keeps me from getting arthritis, I tell you. Yeah, you know, it's funny. I watched Clash of the Titans like a month or two ago, just bored one day and forgot what a... Yeah, it's super old, but man, it kind of holds up. I was pretty impressed with it. I'm liking this. Take 2, swing for 6. I don't mind this exchange. Karen. How sad would it be in this day and age, too, to be some nice woman name that too, because now it's like I've out here anyway. Everybody's always calling people that if they're... Let's not go there. Gain life. Gain life. After this slog, I think I'm only going to play one more after this, and we'll call it a show. Next week, tune in, and I believe I'll probably show you the updates to Brute Squad. I might be so bored this week, I might have time for a league or two, and so maybe you'll see them then. Alrighty, well, it'd be really, really cool right now to get, let's not forget, this is sneaky, because this does generate mana, so I'm actually going to, so he's probably got, what am I trying to say here? Let's do this. It's probably got Prismatic here. All right, let's do this and this. I'll do this. And because we've already saw multiple Bazooka Bogs, I'm going to roll with the other option there. Boink. All right. Well, that kind of sucks. Good timing, though. Of course, he couldn't kill the one that didn't have a trigger. That's the cruelest thing, too. It just never lets you, like, reset. All right. Boop-a-doo. I'm many things, but a linguist is not one of them. That's why I'm very glad one of my best friends in Little Fight and my wife are very, very good at that. Because I sure as hell am not. I'm not even going to try that one, Little Fight. Would it take me like 3 years to say your name right? 6 minutes to 6 minutes. Uh-oh, now we're 20 down. Uh-oh. Here we go. Come on. Come on, baby. Ooh. Let's see what we're playing with here. Zip. I was very tickled when I remembered this card as a sideboard option for this. Somewhere in my notes. I haven't done my due diligence. I should have shared the notes with you guys, but I don't have them ready. Field Surgeon is awesome. Aha! Okay. Cool. That's an optimal scenario there. So let's not forget that exiles it. Notice how Prismatic is not even in the yard. Against this matchup, I think 2 is a good number. It's about this stage of the game you want to see it, and we did, and it really worked well. Problem here is our time. I better start yielding to a lot of this stuff. 43 life, we don't have much to worry about. I've always wanted to make an Ivory Guardian deck. I think that's what it is, the suspend guy that taps all non-white creatures. Obviously wouldn't be good here. Excuse me. I'll wait. Let's just pass here. Charon. Charon, okay. Hey, see, you're speaking Deluxeanese. My computer... Wait, no, that's outside. I was like, man, my computer started making some weird noises. It's like some electrical hum outside. Alrighty. Hopefully you guys aren't hearing that too badly. Woo! Let's win. They've got a bodyguard. Okay. Bodyguard showing up. Life's about to throw it up. Woo! All right. Ooh, we attack with everything. That might be fun, huh? Guess we won't now. Field Surgeon needs to be played more, says Pauper Tim. I know. Love all this graveyard hate. We're like, we're ready for it. We ain't hanging out. He's eating up our clock with it now, though. Can't yield through the turn. I got to keep our dude safe. This'll help. Seems like Boros players would like to do people's taxes. Just for the fun of it. Do you like bookkeeping? Endless hours of math? Then have we got the deck for you? Are you tired of quick games? Do you like your fun to be stretched into the future? Yeah, baby. Let's attack. I've always pronounced it Sharon in my head. You ready? Tripping cards. I don't think we're going to get to a game 3 here. If I wasn't hosting, I'd have like 2 or 3 more minutes on the clock, but who knows? These are always grinds. Caron. Lots of relics going on. Cool, cool. All right, we'll throw this from the yard. Red, red, doop, boop, doop, boop, boom. We don't care. We'll do this. We'll do this. This Sunday, it's the Priest Conference 2000 with special guests. What does he got here? What's this? Okay, if I call, let me attack with this and I'll take a chance and call white. He can probably kill it, but there's a lot of targets out there. I'll say white. Game is gonna time. I think we got him here. We're up 10 seconds, but man. Boink. I got nothing in my hand. If he's got removal, he's got to use it. Okay. Game 3. I got to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Discuss if they don't quit. Boom. All right. Restocked and refilled, and oh, they submitted. Okay, we'll call that a win. Haha. Let's do one more, folks. Like a and we're still talking about this. All right, let's try one more. So far, we've who'd we lose to? Oh, no one. Technically, that's 3-0. I believe, right? Unless I did really crappy notes. That was a win, 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 submit, loss, win, exit. Cool. If I buckled down, probably could have won that one on time. We were about 40 seconds ahead, so. Sharon. I'll keep this. There we go. Don't know what we're up against. Unearth lets us play a little recklessly. Ooh. Check that out, little fight. Pretty mountain. Now, don't blink. I've seen some good landfall decks lately, and they're actually the best ones I think are red-green. These are pretty cool little lists. Life gain's not going to help too much if he has the optimal draw here, but not going to stop us from setting things up. If we don't draw any better, I'm going to cycle on Ash Barrens, drop the bluff, and go like that. The bluff being the card, not a mental trick. There it is. And just like that. Bam! Oh, man. This is getting scary quick. Tell you, that Hellhound's pretty nasty. I'm just curious if he's of the Gruel persuasion, because that can get terrifying quickly. Because you throw like a Battle Rage in a list like that, that's pretty nasty. You know what? I'm going to drop the other sister. Change of plans. We'll gain the life. Always yes, always yield. And I think we're going to drop the bluff. Call black. And attack. We are trying to win the game, right? At least this one won't go long. We had some nice variety. Enough Orzhov. We've seen black, white in the first game, second game, and technically the third game. Just splashed black for good times, but thought that deck really did well in that matchup. There's only so much removal to go around, so hey, uh-oh, now I'm really scared. You got crop rotation almost for the win here if the scenario goes just right. Then you can double drop an expanse here. I'll just show you guys out of morbid curiosity how nasty this gets if he's got crop rotation. So you can go grab another expanse, trip, and those things just go crazy. Why didn't he do it? Even if he doesn't have whatchamacallit, that would be okay, cool. Well, we're kind of stuck with this stuff. Let's rock like this. Boom. At least we're gaining life with this. Yield to this. I do believe I'm going to block with the Soul's Attendant because it's a pain in my butt, and I'd rather keep the Warden out. You still want to fight the scholars of Pauperganda debating the pronunciation of words. Somebody's got to do it. Akum. All right, here you go, guys. How do you say this? Is it Akum? Am I saying it right? That's how I like to say it. Karen. All right. So it's just like Karen. It is a Karen of the opposite persuasion. I guess they care to get your money and take you to the other side. All right. Come on, you hellhound. See how nasty Battle Rage is here? It's just gorgeous. Surprised this hasn't been flushed out yet. I gotta block this. Wish I had a bodyguard. No trample. All right, cool. Yeah, that works good for our heroes. And, you know, they've also got, what is it? There's crop rotation, and there's Harrow. There's so many fun things to do. I think I'm going to go like this. Cycle for white. No, cycle for black. This can make red. Say black. Before I do anything, I'm going to do this because I would really like to find something of the... yeah, I can get rid of the cat. Cat and a Marauder. Play the Swamp. I'll go get back the Marauder. Play the cat. Gain some life. And attack like that. Nah. We'll keep them safe. Hey, man, I want to pay that crow in the distance. Got the window open above me, and we live in a town full of crows. The Corvid contract. He's making it. He's like my soundtrack today. If you have headphones on, you could probably barely hear it. Adventuring gear. I think there's a really good version that I've got. Not really good, but almost tourney worthy of a blue infect deck that uses that. It's a nice way for blue to have some pretty good aggro outside of like unstable mutation and such. Oh, no battle rage, no battle rage. We will gain the life here. Booyah. And then as first strike. Let's call red. I mean, let's maybe find a prismatic. All right, well, definitely want to be gaining some life here. I think I'm going to throw these back. Let's do that. Drop the priest. He just has to block here. Do I attack here? He trips that. He kills one of them. 3 gets through. And I have to, like, I'm going to go for it. I remember a really old red-white landfall decks that couldn't make it back in the day. Me too, Pauper Tim. Yeah, it was step links and stuff. I don't think step links is... It is a 1-drop. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's a ultra version of it that comes through, but I'm okay doing 3 damage, losing a guy, and him having a trip landfall on his turn, or on my turn. Because at this stage, if he plays another creature, I win. We are at 19 life. He's got 2 cards. I mean, 1 horror and we're in real deep trouble. Okay. I mean, I've got to block the one with the... Just in case of some trick here. I've seen this deck work really well, so I'm blocking out of respect. Can't really play another creature. He's got us either way. I guess maybe I should have double blocked there. Plated GLP. Take a look at this dude. He's kind of new too. Strange choice. I guess not. Makes sense. Does he got it? Horror. Woo-wee. Yeah, I guess whatever I didn't block would still get through, but this is going to hurt. Wham! You like stacks? I think I would call this gruel stacks. Boom, 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 boom. Let's just let this run wild. Wham! Wham! Hopefully they don't have Tamir Battle Rage in their list. I sure would. Woo! Look at that. Isn't that pretty? It's exactly the right damage count. Boom! It's just for perfect damage. That's awesome. Good win. Yep, double block would have saved the game there. Then I could have attacked for the win. A little bit of a mini punt maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Not too much targeting going on. The equipment, I don't think this is worth a Vines activation, so I'm going to leave that. These will be really good. Target creature gains protection from red. I'll bring in both of these. Maybe 2 of these. We are not the aggro here, so I'm going to get rid of this. I'll get rid of 1 Unearth. I really want the strands, and I want to see them often. I'll get rid of another Unearth. I hate doing that, but I will. And let me do that. All right, here we go. That was awesome. Galerium. Yeah, that was... I like when that happens. Even when I'm the victim, it's kind of cool. It's just like, whoa, check that out. Here we are. Okay, we got a nice land hand. A little bit of a slow roll here. Huh? Yeah, we got to keep this. Not too much to worry about. We'll lead off with a dude. Hop. Here we are. Is that a woman? Let's see. Yep. Never looked at the art very closely. Suture Priest, yes. I've done things where I've cut him out of the background and put my own mouth over the spot and everything. So that one I'm very familiar with. All right, I like this start. We'll rock like this. Yield like this. I'm going to play the bluff here. We'll call white. Once your mana's fixed, that's one thing you guys got to admit. It's pretty sweet about this list. Mana sure does seem to be there. We got flooded that one hand. We had to ship back, and then we got screwed. But I think we did end up winning that game. For a deck doing so many things, it sure does it well, and not too big of a roadblock early on. Here we go, gaining some life. And maybe I'll play a landfall deck next week. Everybody's like, no, play Brute Squad. Alrighty, here we are. I love that draw. What to do, what to do. I'm going to just gamble that they don't have electric rate. Probably do. I want to just get some crazy life on board. Let's go like this. Setting up a turn. If we get Battle Screech or something, we'll be able to have a lot of fun. Just want to get maximum life. He takes his whole turn to electricity. That's cool. I mean, it's not good for us, but we might be able to recover. Sacred Cat's going to be our good blocker of choice, but I'd really like to find our priest and get him online here. I shouldn't even say that because we have so many priests in this list. The Marauding Priest. I would give a lot to have that our black priest be a 0-5 instead of a 3-2. It's like, I know the word marauding obviously denotes that he's going to be attacking, but I overextended and we're paying for it. Oh, thank you for that, Evangeline. Yeah, it sure gets a lot of love. I'm just surprised I don't see it in the standings. Like I said, I was doing great with it, and then I took that big month-long break, and I didn't see it anywhere. I was like, maybe it's just me. Okay. Well, at this stage, I think we're going to want to play Bodyguard Priest. That way I can at least assemble it some sort of damage. Boy, that would have been a nice top deck if our whole team wasn't just wiped out, but like Trickery's a pretty good card. Suffocating Fumes so much better. It doesn't do damage and cycles, but sometimes you don't have black. Okay. I think I'm going to block here. Battle Rage. Does this get a double benefit boost if he's got some sort of trick? He might. I'm going to block it. Trying to make him use his aggro out of turn. Protection from red. Does it work? Yay! Yeah, we could have waited around for Lumithread Field, but it's pretty hard to wait against a landfall deck that, does like 19 damage out of the blue. Gotta be careful. Now he's diversified, but we drew the answer. We'll play this and play a little possum here. If I draw another, I think the better play is to leave this back. We're gonna just chill. That was such a pretty loss last turn. I really liked losing that way. That was cool. It's when it fits perfectly. It's like a symphony coming together. It's like dun dun dun. What's he targeting? That guy. Oh man, he's making us show our hand, giving away our plan. Red. Boop. Alrighty. Do I block that too? Let's get reckless. Ah! Tap this. And now green. Take that, sucker. Woo! Oh, I should have double blocked. I would have Little mini punt there. Should have double blocked. All right. It's one deck that you want to get flooded against, right? That'd be pretty sweet. Kind of baiting that we have something we don't in the form of... better to just block with the cat there. We're kind of telegraphing that we have Prismatic Strands when we don't. Darn it. Got us there. Boop. Well, I'll give that a try. Let's see what happens here. We're keeping the creature counts low. There's another one. Gaining some life. Oh, come on. Ah! It's going to do it to us again. Yes, I want to use the ability. Well, there's that. All right. Red. Boom. Right on cue. Yuck. Let's throw all this crap out. Well, let's cycle this for this. We'll go get red. Use the white to play a mountain here. Always yes. Yield. No, it's not going to let us do the auto thing. All right. I think we should attack. Nah. I'll do this. Alrighty. Yeah, landfall decks are very similar to like life decks about 5 or 6 years ago where people don't take them too seriously, but these things get brutal. I'm gonna block. We only take 2 damage. Come on, something good. Pay 2. Here we go. Give us something good. Not that. Should have discarded the red there. I'm full of errors right now. I'll just play it now. I'm just going to have to suck it up here. Caught 4 in the house. We don't use OBS software, my friends, so here we are. But that was a sweet, put a little exclamation mark next to that. Gaining some life. Might not matter if these creatures keep building up. I get it. I'll take it. Next turn is going to be brutal. I'd really like to draw another prismatic here. Oh boy, we are just drawing terribly, aren't we? Well, I'm not going to block. We're probably going to be dead next turn. Let's see if he wants to do something. I use game show software because I have about 500 gigs of custom MTG commercials that I've edited myself. And it doesn't let me run those. So I've got to use a little higher level stuff. More of a little broadcast TV studio sort of vibe. I dig it, but they actually up and quit. I'll have to find. I know there's a few other ones that what is it, Vcast, or there's someone out there that it's a couple $100 for like a full lifetime license and stuff. I'll probably have to go to that when I upgrade my computer, but I'm still rocking some pretty awesome hardware for at least another year or two. Don't think I'm too close to that. Akum. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yeah. Man, how good would a Battle Screech or like Prismatic be here? Yikes. We still haven't seen Tamir Battle Rage. I really think it needs 2 in the deck if they're not running it. I don't know what the guy's list is, but it's a beautiful card. Lines is a nice touch. I mean, keeping your dude safe, but it just seems like it's got so much volume. You might be able to splash black in that list. 4 Unearth. Cycling stuff through. I think we're just dead here. Almost doesn't make sense to block, but block I will. Yeah, let's do this. And what doesn't have trample? What's this do? When it enters the battlefield, it gets 2/2. All right, well, I guess we'll block there too. This looks like a death turn. Don't think we're getting out of this one, folks, but it'll be our first loss of the day. It's cool that it's Joe Rogue deck. Oh boy, we're still drawing like crap, aren't we? I'm going to ship this one. We'll let him kill us. Show us what true death looks like. I'm going to imply that I have Prismatic in hands. And see if he's all in. He wants to trip it. Well, just strands it, right? Got to put that energy out. We'll play one more after this, guys. I'm going to go to a quick commercial, grab a little bit more caffeine for the brain. We'll be back to play one more. Hopefully it's not something super boring, but well, we could call it. We'll see. We are dead. All right, he's going all in here. All right, guys, we're conceding this one. Very cool little list there. First loss of the day. We'll be back after Pauper things. Boop. Back. Last game of the day. Thanks for hanging out with me. A lot of people having to head out, no problem. Good to see everybody. We'll see you all next week. Same theme, same place. Pauperganda. It's one of the most lyrically diverse songs ever. Has 2 words, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, let's lead off with... Actually, I probably shouldn't have kept this. I was thinking I was on a Brute Squad for a quick beat there, but alright, we'll see how it happens. Boop. Not the best keep. I was like, yeah, I can cast everything with Survivors. Oops, I need a creature. Going up against Torvis T. Let's see what he's up on. Hopefully it's not something slow. Cool. Black base might be an issue. Ooh, we got the Loss of Life theme going on strong. It's a damn good card for 1 mana. 0/3. Each opponent loses. Too bad it's not just a tap. That would be amazing, right? Let's do this, and we'll call white. There's our mana. Thanks to Mr. Methodical. We won't be slamming into that Vampire Neonate very much. Oh, we got a very similar game plan. Let's see who gets there first. Me and my life critters, or something else. I thought about playing Blood Seekers. Kind of a little inferior version of a Suture Priest, I think, since we're already based in white. Didn't quite see much of a reason to go there, but who knows. We'll say white for this. Boop. Sure. Always yield to that. Let's play another encampment. Or should we? We'll play this. It looks nicer. You can cycle Unearth, but against a black deck, it's probably better to keep it because I'm anticipating some removal. Man, I dig this swamp. This thing looks pretty. Woo! They got life on life action, folks. It's good. It'll be an interesting one. Nectar pool. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, you gain a life. We're both of the defensive persuasion here. Be attacks. I might block here because of Unearth. We'll see how this goes. Does this have reach? I thought all spiders had reach. Guess not. Does it have super reach? Remember that one? Alright, here we are. Let's play this. We'll tap white for that. Tap white for this. And we'll go crazy. Boop. Boom, 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 boom. It's a wash, folks. Not bad. I'm at 20. Alrighty. Yeah, anybody's up on that, has a tournament-worthy version of that Gruul land drop deck. That's pretty sweet. I don't know if there's anything making the rounds or whatnot, but that might be a bit of a problem. We're on the same list, minus colors. Ooh, hello, little spider. It's a really pretty art. Reach won't save you against good old horsemanship. I've always liked horsemanship. It's like Shadow's bad cousin. Oh yeah, tap and untapped. We'll do this. I'm not attacking with that. White, boom, boom. Let's go. Let's go with a little bit of a alpha strike mentality. If he's got mass removal, we're in deep, but I don't care. We're just setting up the typical kaboom in the air smash job. Got Prismatic to hold the fort afterwards. We'll see how things go. Drop a bodyguard, sit on strands, return the bodyguard. We got some options. Yikes! Now there's a life gainer. Well, I'm glad I went all out on that turn. Better start yielding to this or our clock is going to go south real quick. Yeah, I was making a black shadow deck a long time ago. I think one of the very first Paupergandas that we did, and I had a dark ritual based one that just spit out a bunch of stuff, and I needed one more, and I went with the black horsemanship dude because it's pretty much got shadow. All right. Gaining life. There we go. Cool. I guess we'll sit on this dude. Booyah. We got a plan for that too, folks. Better start auto-yielding here, or the clock is going to get pretty silly. Always yield. Always yield. And we'll get a protection policy out here. Pop, 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 pop. They're netting life. I'm not. Let's change that, shall we? Booyah! Wish that spider had reach now, don't you? Mwahaha! There we go. Don't have any big fatties to worry about. I like that use of neonate. That's a cool way around ninja. Nice late game mana sink. Nice little design. Cool list. Cool to see. Ooh, Reclaim the Waste. Never seen it. Kicker. Basic land card. Reveal it. Oh, so he's going to gain a lot of life. All right. Well, you just wouldn't run Harrow here, but... Okay. Uh-oh. Life's getting out of control. And we don't really have a way of killing creatures, so... Outside of the Prismatic Strands tricks, so I'm going to have to probably start digging pretty aggressively here. I don't think we're going to be running into much removal. I think attacking has ended, and unless he's got reach, feeling okay. Drew that at a perfect time. Let's do this. Oh boy, this is over. I'll call white on this. Yeah, let's keep this dude back. Go like this and this. And play the most unfair card in a long time. Boop, 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 boom. Hoo-yah. Splat. The sound a spider makes. Crunch. That'll be a win, folks. I'll just call that cool, what is that? Gruel? No. What is that? Black Rain. I'm going to think of it in just a second. I'll be like, darn it. All right, Fumes again. And noticing a theme, we brought that in a lot of times. They'll probably be doing the same thing. So we'll bring in 2 fields. I think 3's a little much. Probably lose the Strands. Maybe keep 1. I don't think so. Get rid of an Unearthing. Probably the cat. I don't know what he's planning, so I'm going to keep the Bodyguard online. Golgari, that's it. Jeez. Take my Pauper card away from me. That's crazy. How did I forget that? There's only so many things this bald head can hold. Names have never been a good one. All right, so if we win this one, this will be it for this week. Thank you for joining me on this Halloween episode. But don't go anywhere, because unlike a lot of our shows where you've seen a lot of the stuff, and we have so much new stuff all month, and most of it's Halloween related, so good times. All right, we've got life, we've got protection, we've got a really slow hand, but we'll keep this. Okay. Ken Barb with the knowledge. The obvious knowledge that I shouldn't have forgotten. Wow. Heath artwork looks pretty sweet. This is all about gaining life early. Ooh, alrighty. Reveals the forest. Let's keep that open and out so we know what our opponent's doing. There we are. Alrighty, do we do that or that? I think we're going to do this. We'll call red. Go like this. And away we go. Let's dismiss that. Boy, say that 3 times. Xanadu a nectar pot. Like Chester Copperpot in the Goonies. It's fun. All right. We will lead off with this because I have to babysit it a little bit more. I'm actually going to play another one of these and just get our mana right. Next turn we'll do some stuff. We'll say black. Mana's right. Creatures are about to start throwing down. Good times. Might warrant a flame jab if these kind of decks get out of control and you're worried about alternate essence wardens, because even with a defensive boost you can usually keep things alive a little bit, but we'll see what's going on here. Always yes. Always yield. Okay. And he grabs a swamp. There it is. And little bug's doing some work. So I might really try out my creative endeavors and have a Halloween version of Pauperty mid stream next week. So bring your hats. Man, oh man, this is frustrating because I want protection, but do I go all out? He's suffocating fumes. Yeah, I want to go for it here. Oh no, hold on. Let me just play this. Go like this. drop here. I like to cast these ones that are unyieldy first. I'm just going to go all in with the life plan. There's a lot of creatures in both our decks. If he's got the answer, it's going to suck, but I'm going to try. And then next turn, maybe we can set up, go find our defensive. I will attack into this. That's fine with me. I'm happy trading these two because I've got two already on board. And it also sets a precedent for the value of our life gainers right now. So Essence Warden probably won't be attacking. Not that it normally would, but maybe put that one to bed. No Suffocating Fumes. No Suffocating Fumes. Please. Don't have it. Don't have it. Don't have it. Of course, our neighborhood, somebody pulls up with loud music outside. Interesting. Somebody's got new card Smellitis. Scale the Heights. It does do a lot of stuff, though. Put a +1/1 counter on up to one target creature. You gain 2 life, and you may play an additional land this turn. Oh, and draw a card. Now, if it was an instant, that'd be pretty sweet. Boy, chat got real quiet. Let me know you're still there, everybody. This will probably be the last game, unless our opponent has some super hate card. Who knows what's coming? Double block? Nah. Man is feeling good. It's awfully colorful down here and confusing. You're like, what am I playing with here? All right. Let's drop this. Yeah, still here, says Shiraz. Thank you, my friend. All right. Man, how much do I love Faithless Looting? A lot. A lot, a lot. The only thing that would make it better is if it had like a Halloween artwork in it done by Therese Nielsen or some awesome artist like that. Hip hip hooray. I guess we're not going to see that though, because drama. All right, cool. Well, we'll save that little surprise value for later. I'm tired of looking at... Wait, we've got Heaths. All right, let's get rid of a Heath in this. We'll play white. Boy, I hope they don't have any hate. Do this, this, and this. Woo-doo-doo-doo. Play this. And we'll call... Well, we got white. We got white. Let's call black. Let's attack. Might have them next turn if they just draw bad or tap out. Maybe they're playing Darkness. That's legal now. I always like that card. Black Fog. Nobody sees that one coming. Yeah, I was about to play Brute Squad with the revisions I've made to it to get it ready for tournaments again this month since I was off all last month, but I was like, you know what, that's not a very Halloween deck to kick off with. I might do it midweek. Guess the whole show doesn't have to all be Halloween, but oh man, there it is. I was dreading that card. Good for them. They've got it. We did our Faithless looking for a Lumithread, but we didn't find it. All right, note to self, I'm going to bring in all 3 if we get to a game 3. That was brutal. Yeah, regular Fog. I don't know why you'd play Fog when you have access to all the other goods, right? Alrighty, here's a good scenario. I've got a discarding hand. Alrighty. I don't really need that too much. This and this. I'll play this. I'll keep this a secret. Might be able to win with it. We'll see. No, it doesn't work on... it's -1/1. It's wither damage. Yeah. 1 turn away. It happens. Kind of happy it wasn't a blowout like the first game. Give our opponent a nice little nod there. Good for them. Now their life's getting out of control. I thought we had this one under control. Theory, you could run 4 Lumithread Fields. I think it's a bit much. They got it. They got it. Don't want to clog your board too much. You can't play it as a creature. It's one of the only things that does that, which is very cool. I love when it draws out removal, especially if it's terminate. Wink, wink. Now it happens, Jose. There's so many thousands of cards everybody's got to keep control of, but I've made that mistake many times myself. It's like, oh, I'll just play a sea of... Whoops, don't work. Oops, that doesn't work. Let's keep our mana straight here. Here we are. Boom. Boom. Always yes. So, yield. Yep. This would be fun if I had a... I guess I could play a rally defensively, but I'd lose my whole team and it wouldn't be much more than an aha moment. Of course, getting rid of a priest might be pretty... might be an interesting move here. Alright. I think I might trip it. We're losing here, and that priest isn't going to make things any easier. Definitely not the aggro right now. And we can draw better. As per usual, I like to do this before I make any decisions. We'll call this and white and red. So it'll just be a wash. I'll be at 17 life, and he'll be minus a Marauder. If it goes to plan. Tempted to block here too. Yeah, let's do it. Haha! Board wipe. Much fairer board wipe. Oh, brutal. It's got the same game plan I do. Who would have thought of that? Suture Priest. Alright, let's drop here. I'm going to keep holding on to that. I think we got something. Faithless Looting be nice, so we have a little bit of a target to dig through our deck here. But I think we're going to lose this round. Always is. Always you. Pretty cool name, Torvis T. We've taught him a lesson. He's respecting the Blight-Priest. When they're hellbent, they don't really have a choice. Ha-ta-ta. There's our Blight-Priest. Fitting. Let's bring this dude out. Always yes, always yield. Always yield. It's ugly, but we're slowly getting there. Yeah, we top deck a Battle Screech. We're back in this. Unless they've got another Suffocating Fumes, but... In 100 years, I didn't expect to see that. Destroy target cleric. But, to his defense, it does have return target cleric from your graveyard to your hand, which is this, so... Isn't that going to be funny? A Misery Charm sends us packing for this game. That's some flexible thinking there. As we take 5. That's no joke. Rally always represents that little Hail Mary pass. You fan of Aaron Rodgers? Hey, check that out. Now, what's the best play here, though? That's probably always the Marauder. Darn it. All right. Whoop. There we go. Still haven't brewed a deck with that red wall that gives everything haste. Those things badass. Okay, he's really anticipating a prismatic. I'm going to let him keep thinking that. So we drop another dude. Let's see how wanton he is here with attacking. Damn it. Didn't want to see a life gainer. They are hellbent though, so. I've got some nice nice power on the priest there, boy. These 1/3s can't do anything. Normally it'd start picking us apart, but representing some real damage here. Alright, darn it. I think it might be worth playing this as a morph. I'll just keep them guessing. Cast it face down. Right now, a Suffocating Fumes does nothing other than kill the other priest, so I'll stay back, use it as a little trick. God, how long's that Heath going to stay in our hand? I'm going to draw another Faithless Looting here. Here we go. The Blight-Priest. Very cool. Well, I'll play the cat. I'll start attacking with that pretty soon. But not this soon. I think I might trip that morph there. It's always nice to have that aha moment, but I think I can hold off at 4 lands here. Yeah, that 1 rally feels really good. I don't think more is needed. I'm going to trip it. Boink. All right, there we go. That's a card and a half, isn't it? Boom. Best things come to those who wait. Boom. Boom, boom. No sense in getting to more than that. I'll always attack with this. Gain me some life. We might be able to pull this one off. We'll see. It doesn't even die now. This is great. 3/3 black creature for 3 that has an awesome ability. That looks really broken with those stats. I still believe in that rally. And Scranton speaking the truth. Yikes. I gotta get rid of that priest. All out swing might be in order here. Don't really have to worry about our priests dying. I mean, we always have to worry about that, but okay, well, there's a white. Let's do that, signifying that we have options. Let us attack. Let's rock. Really? All right. Boom, boom, boom. Bonk. Woo! So that's my little list called Sunday School. It's a pretty sweet little ride. I'll go over the list real quick here, and then we'll call it a week till next week, guys. We've got a full set of Thriving Heaths and Bluffs, 1 Swamp, some encampments of the 2 by Persuasion. Got 3 plains, 1 Basilica, 1 Mountain of Garrison, and all 4 Ash Barrens, which often you can play just as is, or you wait for a Karoo land to bounce them. Bodyguards protect our combo, which is pretty much the Marauder with a bunch of life trigger targets. We can go get it back with this. You want to be really reckless with the cat, and Faithless Looting sets up stuff to throw in the graveyard so you can get it back, or the cat, or the Prismatic, or the hidden Battle Screech. In our sideboard, we've got a cool little trick in Castigate. Suffocating Fumes, Standard Bearer, Lumithread Field for defense, 2 Acolytes, which are pretty cool. You can always grab them with Unearth too. And a Circle of Protection blue, not because of blue swarming decks, but because of the ninja. Sometimes those can get unchecked and out of control. Anyway, guys, loving your priests. Yeah, so I call it Sunday school because there's so many clerics and priests and such. But that'll do it. We went all 5 today, and let's see. We lost to a very cool list, but we won the other 4. But anyway, guys, I'm going to roll off, and we've got 1 or 2 new things to show you at the end of the show here. But same time, same place next week, same theme, Halloween. Love Pauper. Be safe out there, and we'll see you next time. Good seeing you all.